Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Azimio has already announced that Monday is going to be the mother of all demonstrations in this country. And the emerging information after this is that William Ruto and his government are planning to shut down the internet and the mainstream media. He wants to limit the level in which you will get information. So your right to information is being infringed by this government. So I look at that and then I wonder, imagine the country is in crisis. We are facing food crisis. We are facing electricity crisis. We are facing economical crisis. We are facing political crisis. The only solution, the one and only solution that William Ruto is giving to all this crisis is to shut down the internet. Just look at that. And Azimio is advising Kenyans on how they will go about this. This is what they are saying. Agent Azimio alerts. As reported by the Editors Guild, there may be a media and the internet shutdown ahead of Mega Monday. To ensure uninterrupted online access, we strongly advise all to download and install a reputable VPN on your devices. Kama uko na Android, weka VPN. Then from there, utapata information. But then, imagine in all that they are planning here, William Ruto hata leo hakuenda kanisani. I have seen Azimio, they were in church, but Ruto was nowhere in the church. He just shared some Bible verses, and that is it. So it means he is really in panic and planning on how to deal with the Azimio mass action. That's why even he did not have time for God. Because even when the country is in crisis, you try to sort out how to solve the problem, but again, you involve God. Uombe na utafuta solution. Yeye amekataa mambo ya Mungu, anapanga vile ata shut down internet, na akisha shut down, it means there is a grievous plan maybe these people are planning to do. And the Azimio statement is coming after the Kenya Editors Guild issued a press statement. They went to an extent of even explaining on how journalists have suffered and the plan that the government is doing to make sure that they are shutting down the internet. And of course, they are also threatening the government that they are going to give them a blackout in their activities, whether they have pressure or whatever. And they are going to start, number one, with the IG, Kome, number two, the Interior CS, Kithure Kindiki. This is what they are sharing. Kenya Editors Guild, President Churchill Otieno. We have received a report of plan to shut down the broadcast media and the internet ahead of tomorrow's Monday demonstrations. Taking this route will sink us all as a country. Listen to them shortly, then we are going to continue with this conversation.
Flow of information to the public. We say this because we have received reports of plans to shut down the broadcast media and to shut down the internet and throw the country into information darkness ahead of tomorrow's demonstrations. This would be most ill-advised and a grievous assault on Kenya's democracy because it denies the Kenyan citizens and the Kenyan public their rights to information. From the media perspective, taking this route will sink us all as a country. Number two, we acknowledge that the right to peaceful assembly is a foundation of a democratic and tolerant society, as enshrined in our Constitution 2010. And we, the media, have a democratic duty to bring such information to the public and to our citizens. However, we note with concern the wave of attacks, both online and offline, meted against media workers in their line of duty. Number three, while safety of journalists should be guaranteed, The Kenya Media Sector Working Group notes with alarm the increasing number of journalists targeted by law enforcement officers.
Now we are continuing the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and who are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our return subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, when you hear about media shutdown and internet shutdown, what comes to your mind? It's obvious there is something someone does not want the media, the public to consume. And now it takes us to the statement that was issued yesterday by Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and Rigathi Gachagua, William Ruto's deputy. These two, they were rebuking media for airing out the demonstration that was happening in this country. They are not giving even tangible reason why they feel that media should not air out that information. Yesterday, it was a Thanksgiving service huko kwa kina Malolo Njendi in Kakamega County. But it turned into an attack on media and Raila Odinga. It means these people have grievous plan they want to do, and they don't want this plan to be documented, what they are going to do. A heinous act is being planned to be met on those who are maybe going to demonstrate. Otherwise, what kind of motive does the government have, if indeed what we are being told is something to go by? What's the plan? But then, this one might not succeed for William Ruto or the Kenya Kwanza government, because they should ask themselves, when you are shutting down the media and the internet, which kind of tourist can visit a country where the media is shut down, the internet is shut down? Who is going to lose business? You lose that dollar exchange. Talk about the normal business that is happening in this country. How do you run business when you shut down the internet? What about the rumors which will create unnecessary animosity in the country because there will be no reliable sources to issue that information? Sasa mtu ameke tu leo na aseme ya kwamba they have harmed Raila Odinga or they have harmed Kalonzo Musyoka. What reaction do you expect watu wa Lower Eastern waseme? And the Kenyan people who believe in leaders like Raila Odinga. Maybe it will be just rumors but not the truth. But imagine how people will buy into that information. It can turn into anarchy. So this time around, we have just been hearing of the shutting down of internet in Uganda. So it is that ghost is now visiting Kenya. Now we can understand where Ruto is comparing the North. Amechukua notebook ya Museveni ndio hiyo sasa anatumia Qurani Kenya. Because the last time I heard of shutdown of internet, then our neighbor here in Uganda, hiyo ilifanyika. Inakwanga wakati wa campaign and election time. And when they have crisis. Imagine, for the first time, CNN will be covering the maandamano, but they cannot live stream. BBC, talk of Sky News, talk of Al Jazeera. The international media houses will be reporting how Kenya has shut down the internet. And that's why many people believe that even Museveni, I think, is a saint. William Ruto might be just worse than what we have heard about other leaders like Museveni. Because this is just 7 months in office. But this is what he's doing. I don't think Museveni started like this. No, he never. The big problem is that Museveni has overstayed in power, and because of overstaying, you start stepping on people's toes. So Even those who are trying to compare the two here, I think they are making a mistake. In Kenya, we have a big problem. Imagine, even with the new constitution, which is so powerful, you cannot compare our constitution to what is in Uganda. So they are operating in the constitution the way it is. But this one of ours, he want to go outside that constitution. And when he want to do something that is against the constitution or the law, he go and amend the law in the National Assembly so that it will be within the law. Sasa hapo pia anachukua ile kitabu ya Moi anarudisha kwa dawati na rungu ya Moi. So these are the two people Ruto is comparing the north from. Moja ya Museveni hapa, ingine ya Nyayo. We are back to dark days. But again, if we allow this to happen, I think we are going to be the big losers. The best way is to come out, demonstrate, tell Ruto that shutting down internet cannot sort out our problem. We are still hungry. Even if you shut down the internet, we are still hungry. So lower down the cost of unga. Give a subsidy. We need you to lower down the cost of electricity tariffs. Make manufacturing affordable here. Wamesema mambo ya IEBC, wewe enda huko kubaliana mwanza upya in constituting the new IEBC, because you are not the only player in the game. I've seen Azimio, they have released their results according to the whistleblower. Now come with the truth, William Ruto. You come with the truth. And coming with the truth means just open the server to ashame the Azimio, if really they are wrong, and call the whistleblower to order. But as long as you don't open the server, you come up with with the defensive remarks, it means you're just telling Kenyans, Raila is right. You are telling Azimio that actually Raila is just right. So they will continue to demonstrate. There's a way to sort out this issue. You don't need a handshake. Even this one, I think, does not need dialogue. It just needs you to confirm to Kenyans. In fact, I am matatu, they are just simple. Anza na unga. Kisha toa unga, umetoa wananchi kwa barabara. Kuja kwa IEBC, kwa server. Ukitoa hiyo, basi sasa wale watu wenye walipigia Raila kura, they will feel that, okay, so we know what we got and what we gave to Raila Odinga. Enough mambo ya IEBC. So that we can have peace, we can have harmony, people can run their business in transparency. As simple as that. So already in this country, we have a government that is infringing on our right to information. That is already against the law. And whoever is planning that, he must take responsibility for going in that direction.